certain gatherings that we attend, you can have feelings of awkwardness that can also make you be departed from social interaction, and it can also bring about nervousness. But we have to bring back that strength that can fight through rejection as well as live to see another day. If the feelings that you may feel towards someone that you look at as being a potential friend and it actually backfiring to not be that case, we have resources that can help us aim with our self confidence to move forward. A lot of times, I feel our psyche to be quite a positive source to know when to get out and say something that can help you to learn how to really adapt to the environment. And it also helps you know who's in your corner and who knew that you can bring in. There are so many different routes to take. I actually was reading a guide towards meeting new interactions as well as friends, and there were quite a bit of great tips. There are many types of interests that can help you in your search to finding friends and like minded individuals. Having friends can help build your mental strength as well as it gives you an enchanted life expectancy. It can really keep you on a pathway to improving your life with growth. I really think it helps build from moments of loneliness, and it gives you something to look forward to other than just searching for a potential mate. Friendship is something that can have quite a bit of growth, and it helps you to give yourself confidence, and it may also just give you something to do on a weekday night or a weekend instead of just being cramped up in the house and missing out on certain events. So I feel that building friendships can happen, but we have to guarding ourselves and trying to cover up how we really feel about someone that pops up or walks into our lives. And at the moment, we may not be in the mindset of starting a friendship, but then down the line, we'll feel slight regret because we do stay in a type of world where you just may never see certain individuals again. So it's always good to try to give them a chance if you feel there to be potential to start something that could lead to a long-term friendship, as well as maybe even a partnership. So many different things come into play. And in certain environments, instead of us finding distance and dismissal in a social connection, we may can try to show a little bit of hesitation towards aiming for the word goodbye and go more into what's your name? What brought you to this social event? Leading with those questions can help spark the conversation and give a better aspect on the night. And it also helps you to rebuild any social scrims that you may have lost during the time where a lot of us found ourselves to be isolated when certain parts of the world were in a conditional state and there was not too much hanging out and going to different spots such as clubs or other events. We debrided ourselves. A lot of people moved in a way that not only brought foot distance but mental distance towards conversations and looking at people with a fear that was in reference to maybe catching a sickness, and it didn't help us to show off our interpersonal skills of saying hi there with a handshake or a gesture that shows I'm interested in starting a fresh conversation with you, even if it's just a little small talk or side conversation. For the moment, we draw attention to different human emotions and we actually minused certain emotions out because our minds were filled with so many what ifs instead of just being ourselves. I think it took a part of us away, part that goes spirits. Just when was the last time you were able to connect with someone on a friendship basis? Did it help you to find a loyal friend or someone that you occasionally hang out with? I would greatly enjoy hearing your stories on how you came about meeting friends throughout this past year, and if you may have found yourself at times dismissing individuals that step